Hi people, hi my peeps. Hola mi gente, how are you? I'm here at the Clarkson Botanical Garden and I'm going to show you the roses today. Last time I was here they were not ready yet, but right now they're really in full bloom. So without further ado, here we go. Okay. Oh, sorry. There you go. So here are the roses. You can see, look at that. I'm gonna get close. I'm gonna zoom in and show you how pretty. Look at that. It's kind of sunny and the temperature is really great. It's like in the upper 60s, I think. There it goes. I'm not getting too close because my phone will get too hot. I see my friend Harold Scudder notification on top of my phone. Hi Harold, if you're watching this live, I'm here at the Botanical Garden. This place is really cool. I didn't go to the Old Westbury Garden because on Tuesday it's closed. So here I am at this place, and I'm in the shade really because I don't want to get in the sun, because my phone will get hot and then it starts screaming. So but let me go in a little bit and then I'll come back to the shade. So here we go. These are the tiny little pink flowers, and then you have they should really behead the goddamn really roses so they can reproduce, but there's a little buds over here, and they should just cut them. But oh, the aroma here is so nice. The aroma the fragrance is like beautiful. The fragrance right here is awesome. It is really nice smell. The fragrance is like it feels like you're in a perfume store. Okay, so that's how nice it is. So this is over here the red climbing roses over here. This is a red or orange one, really pretty. And you have little buds coming out. Little buds coming out of here. And we have lots of buds coming on this one. This was the clematis. It's sold down already. And this has plenty of buds. This gal has plenty of buds. And this is her product. The aroma of these flowers is amazing. It's really nice. So there's more here. This is a nice pink, oh, look at this. Look what we found here. A little bee. Little bee was inside. Honeybee getting her nectar. I'm pretty sure there must be bees all over. So here you got, these look like a little cups, these roses, like beach roses, really. And look at this beautiful bud here. Look at this nice bud. Look at that. Oh, let me get away from from the shade. Look at this. How pretty. Isn't that nice? Look at this. Let me move away from the shade so you guys can appreciate it. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my goodness. It's like getting inside of somebody's property. Beautiful. And then we have here. Oh my God, the smell on this is so beautiful. Look at this one hidden over here. I tell you, the smell is amazing. The aroma, these little buds, little babies coming out. And there is more there. There's more there. You can see the bees. The bees are having fun. It's nice. So we'll continue. We'll continue on my journey. This is another one. There's a lot of baby ones over here, and there's the climbing roses over there. There's climbing roses over there, yellow ones. They're very pretty too. There it goes. These are climbing roses. I kind of like came here kind of late, I guess, because all of them, you know, climbing roses only once. Climbing roses only come out once. Look at this. Look at this beauty. Look at this mama. They're so pretty. I tell you, nature is really an amazing thing. Hi, Raul EZW. How are you? How's everybody? Where are you watching from? And Darwin's FI. Hi, David Austin. How are you? I'm here at the Clarkson Botanical Garden in New York. I'm broadcasting from New York, the city that never sleeps. So here I am. Oh, there's a clematis here. There's a clematis. This is a pink clematis. Look how beautiful. Look at this beauty. Look at this beautiful. Oh my God. Just gorgeous. Just beautiful. Amazing. Amazingly nice. This is what you call a clematis. Clematis is, you know, a clematis have to be hidden, you know, like there's a bush, a rose bush behind it. Clematis plant has to be planted behind a bush because the roots have to be safeguarded. So this rose bush is safeguarding this clematis in order to be, you know, to produce nice flowers. So this is a very nice plant for those of you, you know, who enjoy flowers. And here we have a rose by any other name. It probably is an old plant. Just look at these thorns. They always ask, how come roses have thorns? You often wonder, why do roses bushes have thorns? You ever wonder why? Well, I'm going to tell you why. Why do roses have thorns? Some of them have big thorns. Look at the thorns of those, right? Well, I'll tell you, because you see this beauty, that's how they protect themselves, by the thorns. So if somebody wants to, like, you know, sometimes if you want to prick steal a rose from this rose bush, you get pricked. One of those big thorns. Some of these I have in my home. I have roses. My roses there are these huge thorns. I have to wear heavy gloves when I'm preparing my rose bush for the winter, because my hands will be really bad. So look at these buds. This is the buds that you get this product. Look at this inside. How pretty it is. It's beautiful. So this is this rose bush here. And now we got this rose bush over here. Very pretty. Beautiful. And so if we keep moving, I don't want the phone. There is our clematis again. There is a little baby bud coming out that will turn into a beautiful flower. This already had them. There's yellow. This little baby rose bush here. It's very pretty too. And look at this orange one. That's nice. Hey Ariana. So Ariana, you caught me live streaming. So here I am at the Clarkson Botanical Garden. Man, let me tell you, these roses are beautiful. Look at these beauties. So you see, Ariana, you see how the mulch at the bottom of the base is? Look at this, is all mulch. This is what you apply to the rose bushes when you prepare them for the end. When you prepare for the winter, you primarily cut. Let's say you can cut like from here. You cut all this. Like what did I tell you? Like what was it? 18 inches was it from the base? So you cut all that top, right? And then you take all the leaves out too. By the time you cut, you prune it for the winter, you're hardly gonna have leaves left on the branches. But whatever's left, you make sure you take it all out. So you just leave the skeleton of the branches, and then you throw the mulch. You throw the mulch over under there. And before you can do that, you get a little tool so you can scrape the ground like I'm doing here, over here like that, except what you do with a tool like that. So just to make the soil at the bottom breathe. Then you throw your mulch, and then you water, and the following day or 2 days later you can apply the fungicide, which any fungicide, I said silver fungicide because that's the one I use, and you spray it at the bottom, and then you'll have just the branches showing for the winter, and that'll be it. And then you wait, and come April, the end of April or first week of May, you throw some fertilizer, 512 I think I told you, and then you keep watering. You make sure that there's water, because roses do take a lot of water. So that's all the care the roses need. And also, once the roses are dead like this, you see this, the best thing is not to leave this. It's like get a scissor or something, but make sure you put alcohol on the scissor, because you don't want to have any disease. So always put alcohol on the scissors or the tool that you're using to behead the roses. The reason you don't leave this is because it takes energy away from the bush. This is energy. These are dead heads they're not good anymore. They gave its beauty already. So the best thing you do is to move it out like that, like I did, except you do it with a scissor. And then this will encourage the rose bush to grow more buds like this. Next thing you're gonna see buds. The more apparently they have cut them some, but I guess whoever the crew that's supposed to take care of it haven't come back yet. But apparently they did prune it. So this is what you do. So that's what you do, and then you'll see buds coming up. And there's nothing like walking into a rose bush or a rose garden. Oh, the aroma is amazing. It smells so good. So I hope you tell your grandma. Look at this one. most of this type of roses, you see, I was telling in my audience, why is it that rose bushes have thorns? Look at the thorns of this on this mama. Well, the reason is because that's how they protect the beauty, the roses. Somebody wants to just snap, they're gonna hurt their hands. But look at this bouquet, how nice. Look at this, how beautiful. They look like most of this bush looks like the ones you see a lot on the beach. You know, they're very pretty. It's like a whole, this whole stem has all this thing, all this bouquet. So it's very, very pretty. That's red, and these are pink. Very nice. Look at all the bees. The bees are working on this. Look at these. Look at the mama bees. Oh my God, look at this one. This one is so content. This bee is like really happy to be picking up the nectar. This bee is busy. Look at that mama bee. Oh my goodness. This is nature at its best. Where are you gonna go? Where are you gonna see this? I mean, look at this. You saw that, right? So she's going from one flower to the other. She's busy. And I guess she's picking up the nectar very... I know, you know, I'm using the 5G. I'm not using my Wi-Fi, so let's see how it works this way. Oh, look at this one. Look at this one. It's working. Look at this one. She's busy. She is a busy bee. She's coming from one flower to the other, and she finishes fast. It's like a quick meal for her. Look at this one. They are so cute. These are the bees having fun. Look at this. It's amazing. It's crazy. It is a crazy thing to see. Who would, oh, look at that. And they're not afraid. They have big eyes. You know, look at those eyes. There's some big eyes these little things have. Isn't that amazing? Oh my goodness. God bless them. God bless the evolution of nature. You know, nature is an amazing thing. What, you know, nature, just look at us. Look at this guy. Look at this guy, busy. She's busy, goes from one end to the other. She doesn't take much. She takes, I guess it's a lot easier. Hi Nelka, how are you, sweetheart? How you doing? Here I am capturing the bees, taking the nectar from the little beach roses. They're really having fun. Look at them. They are amazing workers. They are going crazy. I find this fascinating. I find it so fascinating, really. I think this is an amazing work out of nature. So yes, guy, this is what it looks like right here on the Clark Botanical Garden. I'm going to give you a view from this way, and I'm going to bring you back. I don't know if I brought you back to this. I don't know if I brought you back to this clematis. Look at this purple clematis over here. These are another clematis here. Look at this, gorgeous. This is just beautiful. This is a purple clematis. And look at this rose right in between it. Oh my God. What a beautiful thing. Oh yeah, yeah. Hi mama. This is so cute. Look at this. Beautiful. This is the clematis. The purple clematis. Just gorgeous. Beautiful. And right in the midst of this is an old clematis. I wish I had this one at home. My clematis is small, not big. And here in between the flowers, they're so pretty, right, Ariana? They're like, this is what you and your sister look like at your age. You are this gorgeous, pretty, and your life has not begun yet. Look at, this is the bud. This little bud over here is what this becomes. Amazing. There's another bud here. There's a little bud here still. What an amazing thing. What an amazing thing. And then there's the rose in between. Gorgeous. I'm gonna move back so you guys can appreciate it from a little distance, because I was kind of a little close. So you can see from a distance. That's what you call the clematis. You know, the clematis are really not a bad thing to have, but you have to have something. You have to have a fence. I have one at home, but I don't have a good you know, I have a lousy fence. But you can buy like a plastic fence, you know, a plastic fence, and you always have to make sure, if you're gonna buy a clematis plant, you cannot just plant it anywhere. You have to plant it behind a bush, like this one. This, if you notice here, is very, no matter how sunny it is, it's shady here because she's protected by a bush. You know what I mean? You cannot plant clematis. I'm going to tell you the spelling. C-L-E-M-A-T-I-S, clematis. So it has to be, you have to plant it behind a bush. A rose bush is fine, you know, but this one, I guess they must have planted this at the same time because both of them are high. But if you have an existing low bush, let's say if you have an existing rose bush like this height, you can plant your clematis right behind here, right behind. In other words, you have to plant it behind the rose bush here, and she'll grow up, and you put like a plastic fence behind it, and that's how it's done. You never plant the clematis in front or alone. So that's one tip for that flower over there. That, you know, is a climber. It climbs. So moving forward, let's see what else is here. Did I take you to the red? Did I take you to the red climbing roses here? Here's the climbing roses. Climbing roses only comes once. That's it. Climbing roses only come once. That's it. Like this is the only show for this one. This, no more buds. I had a climbing rose in my house, and I got rid of it because it was only once during the season. Look at this. Look at this bud here. Beautiful. Look at this. And let me tell you, the aroma, the fragrance on this, let me smell it. It's just out of this world. So this, I'm going to move back so you guys can enjoy the view of how it looks. That is, let me look back. Let me move back. I'm going to shorten a little bit, and there goes your climbing rose. Isn't that amazing? Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. So yes, if I come back next week, it will be all empty. No reblooming. They don't bloom again. The climbing roses do not bloom, but they are beautiful ones once they do come out, because look at this climbing rose is kind of has more, has a lot of years because it's big. It's big, and you can tell by its stem. It's thick. So it's been around. This rose. It's beautiful, amazing. So
I'm taking some sun.
I've only seen one bud only. It's probably just started. Look at this. Look at this one, guys. So that's your climbing rose, and this This looks like the one I have at home, a palette. I have this home. This is a hybrid tea palette. I have the same one at home. She has one little bud, and it's amazing. It's amazing how the bud comes out with all this beautiful color, and then the coloring is just out of this world. It's pretty. So you see, she has more buds. So how do you get more buds? By clipping it. I'm gonna try to clip this with my nails, because she needs to, this dead over here, this dead is taking a lot of energy from the plant. It's not allowing her to produce more, so you have to clip it. You have to clip it so you're encouraging the plant to get more buds. So that is your hybrid tea. Remember, Ariana, I said any rose bush that says hybrid, that reads hybrid tea, whatever the color is, that's the one you want, because the flowers are big. You get big flowers, big roses. You know, you don't get tiny little roses. You get big roses. So there's another climbing rose over here. That's a yellow one, and she's basically done. She's basically done with its production. So once, oh my God, I saw little. Look at these little guys. These I saw. There's sorry, but I don't know what, I forgot what the name that they call this little look like mice, but like squirrels, but they're not squirrels. Anyway, there's a nice sound here. There's a lot of birds singing around. Yes, Ariana, Home Depot has hybrid tea roses. You know what I mean? Don't get discouraged if they don't you know. Some of them cost like $40. See if you can, you know, if they don't see, well, maybe they ask the people to see if they give you a bargain. But get it anyway, because let me tell you, it's what they produce. They produce the flower, you know, they produce big nice flowers. Like you've seen the one at my house. They get big roses. I don't like, these are very small. These are probably knockouts. I think these are called knockouts roses. You know, they're not hybrid. I can tell the hybrid are big roses. This is I think this is the Gandhi Flora roses. This is a Gandhi Flora, meaning that they are big too. But I'll stick with the hybrid. Any rose that reads hybrid tea, whatever palette tea, love, red magic, whatever, get that. And like I said, when you plant it in the dirt, make sure your dirt have a, you know, mix it with compost. Your dad will know. I'm pretty sure your dad knows about gardening. You know, before you're going to plant your rose bush, make sure the dirt the area where you're going to plant it, you work it, you know, with soil, with compost, with your dad first. Make sure you wet it nicely. You put a perlite. Your father must know about these things. If you want to ask me a question, you can text me, and you know, before you plant it. But when you measure the hole, make sure you put in, you know, you put perlite, compost, nice soil, potting soil, and then you wet it a little bit before you put the rose inside. Don't put it in with the just the dry hole. Make sure you put some water in it, and mix it, and then you put your thing, and you put mulch over it. And then a little bit of fertilizer, 512, and you'll be done. And you'll see, because you know you'll be singing songs to that rose bush. You'll have a good thing. And there's nothing like walking into your garden and having that small aroma, that smell aroma, really, really nice. So you'll have fun. It's nice. And you know, I tell you one thing, for being a young girl, you have interest in nature, which is rare. You rarely see that in people, in young kids. And I'm really impressed by you two guys, you know, that you're able to have that ability. So I'm gonna move on and see what else I can find in this area. I'm gonna move from the rose bush. I'm gonna move on to something else and see what else do they have here. So I'm gonna keep talking. You can ask me questions. I'm gonna keep going. As I came in right to the rose bush. So I really didn't go to the main road. So this is the beginning of the road, but they have later on during the season, not during the season, during like May, it's June now, they'll have the zinnias. But right now they don't have them. Usually they have the zinnias all along this right path over here. But right now they have petunias. So this is what it looks from here. Last time they had tulips. So these are not lavenders, no. These are just, you know, border flowers. But I'm gonna keep working around. I'm pretty sure they have lavenders somewhere here. But you see this over here? It seems like they planted the zinnias. This is one kind of zinnias. And right, I think in July, this whole path over here is like filled with zinnias. Hi, have you passed by the lavender?
Lavender, no, sorry.
No? Okay. So you see they have the zinnias here. These are the zinnias. The zinnias come in variety of flowers. These are like only like 1, 2, 3 level of petals. There are zinnias that, yeah, but no, I don't see. Let me go back. I don't think those are lavenders. I can tell lavenders by the smell. I know you mean that. No, the lavenders. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna bring you back. Look at this. Is this a rhododendron? Look at this. Look at this mother. Look at this mother of mine. This is a big rhododendron plant. Oh my God! Look at this little tree. This is a rhododendron. Ariane, I'm gonna go back to that area and see what you were talking about. Look at this rhododendron. Look at this. Look at this bud. Wow, look at that. This is a big rhododendron tree. This is a huge tree, and I think all the buds are out. You see the buds there? All the buds. I should come next week. You know, every week everything is blooming out. Look at that. It's all only one out of all those blooms are out, and there's hundreds of blooms like that. Look at that. Oh my God. I'm gonna see if I can remember to come back and see if the whole thing is blooming. It's beautiful. Let me go back, Ariana, and check if what you're talking about. I don't think the lavender. No, that's not lavender. I know lavender when I see. This is I forgot the name of this. This is not lavender. I don't think so. Lavender is no. This is like smells like mint. No, it's not lavender. It's just a minty plant. It's just like looks like it. But let me look over there too. It's not. Yeah, you see this? I'm back here. This is but you thought it was lavender, but it's not lavender. It's lavender. It looks like. No, it's like mint. The fragrance is like mint. It's mint flavor. It's not lavender. All this looks like lavender, but it's not. It's like mint. I'm trying to smell it, but no, they must have lavender somewhere if they do. But lavender doesn't. My lavender hasn't bloomed yet. My lavender has not bloomed yet, so I guess lavender hasn't, it's not blooming yet. Lavender blooms a little later. But I'm gonna. So I made sure that to take you that was not lavender. So anyway, so let me keep going. I showed you over there. Well, so that this whole pathway becomes what you call a zinnia scene. They have zinnias, beautiful zinnias, thick zinnias, thinner zinnias, all kinds of zinnia flowers. Some of them, they have planted some of them, but this is a zinnia. But I guess they have planted the zinnias. I can see this is a zinnia. They usually, when you see zinnias like this, you cut them. You see, since you're interested in plantings, you see this zinnia. If you let it grow like this, as soon as you see the first flower, you cut it. People hate to cut it, but you cut it here. So you encouraging the plant to grow sideways instead of straight up, instead of being leggy. So that's what you do with zinnias. Like this. I think they already cut it because it's moving sideways. I think the lady, whoever does it, did it already. So this whole area becomes a zinnia scene, All right, so I'm gonna move forward and see what else I find in this nice place. This is called the Clark's Botanical Garden. They have a lake. They have so much, really. This is not as big as the Old Westbury Garden. The Old Westbury Garden is like acres of land, of everything. I think this place doesn't have that many acres. Probably 12 acres, which is a lot, but not considering what the other place has. So let me take you by the lake and see what it's doing here. You see, Ariana, this looks lavender, but it's not. It's mint. So I should show my face instead of showing the scene of trees. But what happens is when I move the thing to front, it's you can see my fingering and you don't see anything here. Sometimes you see, oh look, there's a turtle. Ooh, I think I see I see a big fish. So that's a turtle. Can you guys see the turtle right there? Hi, little turtle guy. You see the turtle? That's the turtle. I said there's big fishes. Oh my God, there's a lot of turtles here. Oh Jesus. There's a turtle. Hi, little guy. Hi. This is nature, man. Hi, little guy. I'm not gonna do anything to you, baby. I'm not gonna do anything to you. I'm just showing you. Oh my God. It's a turtle. Hi, little guy. So there you go. Look, I'm bringing it closer so you guys can see it. It's a cutie. He's so cutie. Look at you. Look at those bulgy eyes you have. And there's more over there. I'm gonna bring you more. I'm gonna bring you over to this. They come out of the water. I'm gonna sit over here on that bench so you guys can enjoy the view. Oh my God. Oh my God, look at you guys. Can you guys see? It's a little dark here, but they looking to eat flower leaves. I'm not gonna do anything to you guys. Can you see them? Hi, little guys. They eating leaves. Oh, look at that. They're right by the water there. So yeah, last time I was here, the turtles were not big at all. And if you notice, there's a big fish over there. Look at that big fish. There's a big fish over there. Look at that. Oh my God, look at that fish. So yeah, last time I was here, I showed you, like, I don't know, they were like little baby turtles. They were not big. Hi girl. Look at this one. This turtle is like, what do you call? She's daring. She's eating, look at that. She's eating leaves. Let me give her a close up. Hi little guy. Oh, you know, I have a shaky. I can't wait for my next phone. The next phone is coming in September, the Apple phone, and apparently the camera is much better. Has higher resolution, and the stability is better. So look at this baby one. So where are you? Look at them. I'm gonna bring it back to normal. Look at that baby. Oh, cute. This is cute, man. That must be the mother, the father, and the baby. They hang together. They're very curious. Look at that. You said, I know, really, the last time that I saw this many turtles, she's coming over. It was my grandson a while back. My grandson is 10 years old, so he was like fascinated by the turtles. And they're all over there. They're like, you see them over there. At the same time, there's fishes going over there. You see, these are big goldfishes. Can you see the goldfishes? Look at that. That's big goldfishes, man. Look at that. Look at that. There's 1, 2, 3. There they go. I'm sitting on a bench, so from here you can see that there's the lady going back into the water. Boom. And boom, she went right into the water. And that's the other one goes right in. This is going to drop himself right into the water. Look at the boom. They went back into the water. They all went back into the water. I guess they don't want to be photographed. It seems like they go in and they come out. They never had somebody visited them for this long, I guess. And I can see the fish playing with the turtles. I think that's the environment. Look at this fish over. Look at that fish with the turtle. Not bothering with the turtle at all. You see that? You see that? There's 2 fishes, and the turtle is right there with them, like right swimming along the fish. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fish there, and lots of turtles. If you guys not bored, I'll move in a little bit closer to see the fish. I'm gonna move over here so you guys can enjoy the fishery. Enjoy these big fishes. Man, these are big fish. Look at these fish. Look at these things. At first I thought it was like snakes, sea snakes. But look at them. They're very curious. They're curious. They're looking at what's going on. Look at this whole fish. Look at these fishes over here. Oh my God. They look like a bass, sea bass over here. They look like bass. And goldfish. They're big. They're big fish. Look at that. So as you can see, there's some turtles tanning. There's this turtle tanning over here. There's more fishes there. And look at that turtle tanning. Sun tanning. Look at that. Hi little guy. I gotta move away from here because the network says it's weak here. So, all right, moving on. So that's oh, look at this one. Look at this guy. Hello. Hello, little girl, little fella. Hello. Hi, how are you? How you doing? Hi. How are you? You so curious to see what's going on? I'm not gonna do anything to you. I'm moving away. All right, so moving away from here. let's move away because it says, oh, look at this. As I'm moving along, these two guys are here. Hi. One went right into the... So, oh, look at this. I moved away, right? Look at this. They came out. They're all coming out. They're all coming out of that. Look at that. So that's that. Let me move away from here and go elsewhere. Let me see where I can go from here. Let's see where. So okay, so here I am again. Let me talk to you since I'm gonna keep walking. I don't want you to just be looking at I want you to just look at the you know, I don't want to just be pointing at the forest. It looks like a forest here. So I'm gonna move on and see what else I can find. I saw the turtles. That was a pretty nice thing to watch, right? A little entertaining, something that you don't rarely see. And moving on, walking, see what I can find. I'm trying to find if they have more, what do you call, I'm trying to find the hydrangeas, the hydrangea section. Oh, here are the hydrangea section. Oh, here's the hydrangea section right over here. So we struck gold. So I'm gonna move from rear to front. Okay, so these are the hydrangeas. Look at this. These hydrangeas are really, really something. Look at this. It's like a cone. The flower is like a beautiful cone. So huge. So big. Look at this. It's beautiful. The only thing is that it has rained heavy, so it brings the flower down. The weight, it weights, so it can't stay erect, meaning standing up. So all the cones are down. That's the price of beauty of hydrangea, the beauty that they pay, because they can't stay up. Once it rains, once the flowers come out, it rains and it becomes so heavy that they bend down. So that's that. So this is the hydrangeas over here. The beauties. Hydrangeas are beautiful. I have a few at home. They're really, really nice. They're so pretty. This year my flowers came out so small too. Usually my flowers are big. I get big hydrangea flowers. Not this year. This year I got smaller flowers. So here are more hydrangeas. Over there, as you can see. There it is. More more hydrangeas. My hydrangea flowers are like this, big. But for some reason, the flowers were small this time, you know? But hydrangeas are known for their beauty. And they last, once they bloom, they last a long time, you know? By June 29, the whole hydrangea bush is it's blooming. Why do I know that? Because I have experienced that in my garden. The hydrangeas by June 29th, which is almost the end of the month of June. The hydrangeas are so out, you know, making their final debut. So there's more hydrangeas here, like a lemony color. You know, hydrangeas change the color according to their acidity of the soil. You know, if you wanna make it a different color, you can read, and it tells you how much. If you put coffee grounds, which is very acidic, it will, what do you call? It will turn different color. I don't know if the network, if I have it on 5G, I don't know if the 5G is not working anymore. So I really don't know the quality of what I'm showing is it showing or not. So I think I'm gonna try to pack it in then, if that's the case. So I'm gonna just, these are the hostas, baby hostas here, and I'm gonna leave you with this white hydrangea here, very pretty, and there's another hydrangea over there. There's a hydrangea there. There's a hydrangea right there. This white hydrangea. It's you see how erect that is? There's a squirrel there. You see the squirrel there? There's the squirrel looking for food. There she is. Squirrels. That's what I have plenty of at home. So that's another hydrangea. This is a hydrangea tree. It's not a bush. It's developing its beauty. You see how erect this one compared to that one. That one doesn't have all the flowers out. So that's what it is. There's another hydrangea there that's the sun is hitting it. So there you go. Here it goes. Very pretty. So what time is it? I gotta find out. Oh, it's 12:44. Okay, guys. I don't. If I keep, here's this is the beautiful. This is a hydrangea, a nice, beautiful hydrangea. There you go. The sun is hitting it really nice, right? So I am gonna continue going, and okay, mi gente, my peeps. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed the little live stream that I brought you from the Botanical Garden. It's a very nice place. You know, this is one of the nicest places we have. I enjoy this place a lot, it's called the Clark Botanical Garden, which is located in Albertson, New York, and it's a really nice place. And this is one of the places that I enjoy the most to come to. But my favorite place is the Old Westbury. The Old Westbury is really nice. So I gotta get my way around here because I gotta get home to pick up my grandson. So I gotta find a way out of here. I gotta find a way. Let's see, somebody wrote it. What does it say? Oh, the network is a little screwed up. So let me go this way. Maybe no, this way. So guys, like I said, maybe next time I'll do a live stream from the Old Westbury, which you guys probably, I was gonna go today, but on Tuesdays it's closed. It's not open, so too bad for that. So maybe what's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Wednesday. I'll see one of these days. And I don't, the thing is with these gardens that every week you go, something different. Like most of the stuff is like gone, done, So that's the way it is with these gardens. So anyway, I think I'm gonna wrap it up and wish you. I wanted to show the lavender, but I don't see it. I guess the lavender has not come out yet. You know, that's why I passed it, but it's not ready. You know, I probably passed it, but it's not blooming yet. So anyway, let's see what's here. I think over here there's more hydrangeas, which I'm gonna leave you with a picture of when I'm signing off. So let me come here and wish you on this happy hydrangea here. Oh, look at these hydrangeas. Let me show you. These are nice. These are nice. I'm gonna give you a little look of what it looks like. Looks very nice. Look at this guy over here crossing the street. There's this little guy. I'm showing my hydrangeas and this is what I see. He went right into the so that's how the hydrangeas. Nice. Look at this big flowers. This is what I had at home. But this year they came out really smaller. So there's one more hydrangea over here. Nice. There's more hydrangeas. This is a very pretty hydrangea, and I think I will leave you with this photograph of a hydrangea. So it's been a very nice day chatting with you guys, and I'm leaving you with this picture of this hydrangea. It's pink and purple, really nice. There you go. So enjoy your day. It's been very nice spending this time with you. Thank you for watching. You are my most loyal subscribers and audience. So enjoy your day and have fun. And like I always say, make sure you tell your loved ones you love them. Be nice to other people. Be nice to your neighbors. And you only have today, because tomorrow you never know. And that's the way I always live. My philosophy in life is live today as if it was your last day. And I'll give a shout out to Caroline, Pirates of Caroline, Harold Scudder, Sharon and Bernie, Gary, D. White, Judy. There's so many I can think of, but all of you guys are special. So have a good day, enjoy, and thank you for watching.